All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and the few Wakwat who may be listening. Salaki, the Lord. This is your brother Batakallah from the GMS camp here in Chicago, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. All right. Now, earlier today, right before I got home to sit down and do this, I was on the train here in Chicago on the way back from the gym, and it was a group of female YNs slash regular YNs on the train in the same car as me. They sat next to this older Jake who was probably in his late 50s, and they start pulling out a blunt and start to smoke their weed. And the old man, he started to rebuke them and check them, and trying to explain to them, you know, that they was being disrespectful, and trying to explain to them, order basically. And what, these little niggers and female little niggers, they don't want to hear it. They want to do whatever they want to do. They in the spirit of the black woman. Anybody that doesn't agree with what they want to do is disrespecting them. That's how they feel. All right. And they don't care who they have to disrespect or whatever. They're going to do what they want to do. And their time is running out fast. The Lord is putting a spirit in the earth, and that spirit is jumping on people, and the people are tired of these little niggers, man, male and female, and they definitely tired of these black women. All right, and you Latin women too, cause y'all bitches act the same. All right, but I'm telling he's wasting his time. Don't waste your time talking to these little niggas. They don't care. And he showed me. He was like, no, I ain't waste my time. I'm trying to help him out. Then he opened up his bag and he showed me what he had in his bag. And these little niggers disrespecting this old man, talking crazy to this old man, and they didn't know that the whole time this old man was clutching on a 30 round with a switch, ready to air their ass out. And I guess luckily for them he didn't do it. All right, but what I told the older man when he showed me that was, hey, you was really trying to help him out. You was really trying to do him a favor, and they still not gonna listen. But guess what? They gonna run into somebody that's not as nice as you are, and they gonna have to pay the price. And that's what's getting ready to happen to these nigger women, to all of these little nigger children, and all of you niggers that got the same mindset. All right, so Salakia for that run on. Just wanted to tell that story before I get these precepts. All right, because these people think that people playing with them. They think that ain't nobody gonna do nothing to them. They think they can't be touched, and they disdain and hatred for the quote unquote black man, and really it's just the Israelite man, because on the other side, you Latin jakes don't respect the Latino man either. All right, but funny thing is, if Unc was a white man, they wouldn't have even pulled their weed out and lit their weed up. But you know, nonetheless, they're gonna do what they want to do, and they're gonna learn the hard way. This is Second Esdras chapter 5 and verse 8, and it says, "There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters." All right, so one of the signs that this world is coming to an end is the wickedness growing and growing and growing. And now it's to the point where the youngest people are the wickedest people, man. These jigaboos and these other uh Jake women, you Latino bitches, and all you other speckled bird bitches, that's bringing all these kids into the earth without having a father, without having a structure in their life, and you just giving them to Esau at the school and the school system. You know, that's what's producing these demons, man. All right. And these demons are a sign of the times. The Lord is getting ready to come back and put all this shit out of the earth, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, Jake's problem is that they fail and refuse to accept the responsibility of who we are as a people, man. All right, and they refuse to follow to the best of their ability the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, to the point where you don't even have to say that the Lord said to do this or the Lord said to do that. You can just make common sense arguments like Unc was trying to make on the train with these young niggas about just having respect for an older person, and they're not gonna be trying to hit that. All they're gonna do is go back and forth with you and continue to justify why they think they was right, which is what the black woman does and what all these bitches do. You Latin bitches, you ain't exempt, man. All right, you other speckled bird bitches that think you're white or think you're Chinese or whatever, you're not exempt either. All right, but the problem with Jake is that they don't want to accept who they are. They don't want to accept what comes with who they are, which is following the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability, and embracing what it is, what it means to be an Israelite, through your actions. All right, embracing Israelite culture through your actions. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. All right, and that's exactly where we at. You got these little niggers out here, you know, counting themselves as an equal to an elder man who's old enough to be their grandfather, but they talking to him as if they above him. All right, especially you little bitches, man. You young bitches. YBs. Especially you YBBs, you young black bitches. All right? A fucking problem, man. You're a problem, and the Lord is coming back to solve that problem. All right? Because it's a part of our culture to have respect for our for our elders as far as other Israelites, but just for old people in general. All right, only a nigger disrespects an old person or a person that's older than them, whether it be 5 years or 25 years. All right, no, going around disrespecting people, period, is wicked. All right, but especially somebody that's old enough to be your damn grandfather. This is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear thy power. I am Yahweh. All right, so a part of fearing the Lord is having respect for these older men. All right, but we have respect for old women as well. But in this particular instance, it's talking about the man. All right, and having respect for older men is a microcosm or a way that you show that you have respect for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Why? Because the Lord is our Father. The Lord is our elder. All right, Yahweh is our Father. Yahweh Shai is our big brother. They are both over us. All right, if you can't even respect an old man who you see, how are you going to respect Yahweh Shai who you don't see? All right, and like the scripture says, how can you say you love the Lord if you don't, or who you've never seen, if you don't love your brother who you see every day? And that's roughly paraphrasing. All right, it's bullshit. The way you show that you love the Lord is by doing the things that He requires of us. One of the things that He requires of us is having respect for our elders. And this was another so-called black man that these little niggers was disrespecting. All right, but like I said, whether it's a Jake or a Edomite or a Moabite or whatever, if it's an older person, have some fucking respect, man. Have respect for anybody in general until they prove that they're not worthy of being respected. And when they prove that they're not worthy of being respected, get away from them. Don't go back and forth. Don't go tit for tat, because you don't know who any of these people are. These little niggers were going back and forth with this old man, and he was clutching the switch the whole time, and they didn't even know it. Thinking that they gonna punk this old dude, because he just old. Little do they know, this guy got 30 rounds, 30 hot ones for their ass, man. And they lucky that he didn't decide to send them to the Lord. All right. But the Lord got something worse for their ass. That's why he didn't do it. All right, because the Lord is preserving the wicked for the day of evil. All right, roughly paraphrasing. And so all these niggas that think that they're getting away with murder, they're gonna learn the hard way when the Lord comes back and really shows them how wrong they are. All right, we get this last precept and then we're gonna close it out, Lord willing. This is the book of Micah, chapter 7, and verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Alright, so you black bitches, you're gonna pay the price for creating these little niggers. And these little these young niggers and these young black bitches. You're gonna pay the price for that. Alright? And all you people that have that black woman mentality, you're gonna pay the same price. You're gonna be trodden down out here. All right, because things haven't they starting to go left for you damn devils, but it ain't really went all the way left yet for y'all, man. But it's going to continue to get worse and worse. All right. So with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, and Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and the few Akwat who may be listening. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Until next time, Kwam Yasharala Wa Abba Babal.